Hey guys, Jess from Knockout Print Shop, and today I have for you some sort of plan with me video. So I did not do a plan with me last week, I don't think. This is my planner spread for the week of June 1st, 2020. I've already kind of got the framework going for the next week. So what I thought I would do is walk you through the first two kind of spreads I have, and then I was going to actually lay down stickers for the third week of June. I'm not really sure why I'm doing stuff this month, but I just feel the desire to kind of prep all of my spreads. And yeah, so we'll kind of talk you through how I went about getting planning started for June, and what I'm doing sticker wise. Okay, so this is for this week that we're in right now. Today is the 4th. I just want to kind of share with you what I've got here. So I used our new full length divider strips we have these for Makse and for Inkwell Press. Just divided my planner into two halves, and then used our highlight headers, alternating those with teal and gray, to just make my middle section here be my running to-do list. And then I used one of my faves, which is our little dot guys here. And I've been using the light mixed a lot because I do think I like the light mixed better than the mixed. I like the kind of muted colors. So I used that and kind of alternated, like I said, those two colors. I didn't have tons going on this week, so you can see that at least so far, today is what I say, Thursday. There's not much to report, but I'll kind of talk you through that. So Monday was a big day because the first of the month, I'm always going through all of our previous month's reports, reconciling our accounts, getting, just kind of wrapping up the previous month and prepping for the current month. So that had a pretty full day of to-dos. I did I don't know what I was thinking. I just put zigzagged a little bit of the mild liner highlighter and put a water plants on top of it. I don't know, I was trying to add a little color to that. Doesn't quite work the way I had intended. Did do my usual draw box around things with an icon to drop off our electric bill. Did the same thing for grocery shopping. Did have 2 coaching meetings here, so I used our virtual meeting boxes and then just took my mild liner around this full sticker and did a little fake drop shadow. I did reinstate my social media limits. So this was kind of I had this space to use. So I'm like, okay, I'll just use that with one of the little icons from our bullet journal sampler minis. Okay, so that's pretty much that. You can see, I don't know, this video will go out before our new releases, I think, on June 12th. But you can see we will have our mini credit card icon for those of you that requested that. I just put this here for a picture. This is actually not relevant to my planning week at all. And then flip over here to the right side, which you see this week's weekend, and not much going on here yet. I didn't put anything down here other than my unplugged thing I keep doing with the arrow and the unplugged sticker. That's pretty much all I have down here. I don't have anything else kind of going on as far as prepping this section. I don't know why. I think we just got back from Chicago on Sunday, and I think this is just kind of what, sometimes it takes a week to get back in your groove. Okay, and then I have my highlight section and my habits. Okay, so that is this week. And then to kind of, I polled you guys to see what kind of videos you liked, and most of you are saying you like how-to videos and plan with me's. You don't particularly love the goal-related videos a lot of times when I'm talking through and doing my reflection stuff. And so I don't know if I'm going to continue doing those if that's not something you guys want to see. So what I thought I would do today is just kind of speak a little bit about June and my goals as I kind of walk you through this planning situation. So I have my June goals here, and on this page I did just use my highlighters instead of using my stickers. I just had it out and it was easier. Most of this, as you've heard me say before, is going to be repetitive or continuations from the previous month, things that are related to my bigger annual goals, or again, just to-dos for that month. So kind of here's where we're going. I've said it before, health, finance, and work tend to be the big guys. And you can see kind of that process. Then from here, I went down and broke out my weekly action steps. And now that I'm looking at this page, I realized, did I do my reflections every month or every week last month? Oh, I think I did. Okay, so I have my weekly action steps, and just again, I don't want to get too deep into goals right now. I may, like I was saying, may or may not do a separate video about that, or find a way to talk about it that might be more useful so I can keep doing the goals videos, because I kind of like them as a way for me to talk through my goals. But again, if you guys aren't into that, I totally get it. And If you don't want me to make those, I'm not going to. But rambling. So the one thing I wanted to say about goals is I kind of went into June going, okay, I'm doing really good with my Unplug Sundays, doing really good with my weekly daily walks and my daily movement breaks. I did okay with this Tuesday, Thursday, I want to do this breathing drill or breath work. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that daily now because I had a hard time doing this breath work thing twice a week. I think it'd be better off if it was something that I built into my daily routine. So I had that written down. And then I'm just working on getting back to my social media limits that I had placed before and really worked on for most of 2019 and had really down well. And I've been lax with those. So I'm back to no phone, 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. And I've kind of listed out for myself a bunch of rules I'm having, boundaries I'm putting for myself around social media to kind of reinstate that limit for myself because I do feel better and prefer when I don't spend as much time on my phone and on social media. So there's that. So what I wanted to say about this is you can see it's marked out, not this daily breath work thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it every day. Tuesday rolled around, Monday rolled around. I was like, I don't feel like doing it today. Tuesday rolled around. I was like, no. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to force this. I'm not going to do this. This is not, there's a reason this isn't fitting in right now. I don't feel like going deep and trying to figure it out. I'm not going to look at this and try to write this every week and get it done. I'm just going to make this adjustment right now that I don't need to do this. I have other things that I'm focusing on that are maybe not quite automated yet, but are getting there. And this is not necessary right now. So my point is totally okay to like go gung-ho and do a month or a week and be like, I'm going to do all the things. And then after a few attempts, maybe your head's not in it, your heart's not in it, you need to make a shift. Don't be afraid to just be like, this isn't necessary right now. I can come back to it later. So that's my PSA and goals for right now. Okay, so let's move on from this current week to show you that I've already started to got my framework down for the next week, and then we'll do the third week. So I do always go 1 week ahead and write in my categories. This allows me to have like a brain dump catch-all place for things that are relevant to any of these areas. So if something comes up, like I know I'm going to have a coaching appointment or something, I can write that here. If I know we're going to have new releases this week, I can write that there. So I can sort of kind of, as I'm functioning in this week, go, oh yeah, this is coming up here. The other way I use this, if I know there's a time or a day specific goal that's related to the month or an action that needs to happen, I will go ahead to that week and note it on here so that when I'm making my spread, I have this here as my almost like a brain dump in a way, if that makes sense. So far I have on here just the things for home, which is walkthrough for our house and our closing. Thank God for stickers because we've had a little delay in this process. So let me show you what I had come up with for next week, which is June 8th. So here's my structure for next week. And I had already went through and put down our walkthrough was at 11 on Tuesday and our closing was 10 on Friday. And then we had like delay and appraisal stuff and all that. So now that got bumped. So thank goodness for stickers. So basically what we're going to do here, and while I probably would be less wasteful to use these again, I probably won't use this color combination next week. So I'm just going to toss these. I know again, that's wasteful, but you know, it's just one sticker. It's not going to be the end of the world. So I'm going to take these two off, but just wanted to show you kind of how I was doing that. Depending on if I have stickers that I need with me, I may do the same thing for the next week as we plan. So you can see I just layered these two guys and used like our appointment labels. Okay, so basically, you know, after explaining, which I'm sure you already know, the benefit of having removable stickers is when things change, they're very easy to take up. So I did this similar layout to the previous week, but you can see I actually have, even before any pen, many more stickers down here. So same concept here. I actually used the orange, which is the color for June, as the divider, alternated the highlight header, and then actually, I don't even know why I did this other than I just had these stickers. I actually changed the to-do list to the left side for Saturday and Sunday and used the shorter ones that are designed for the horizontal or for this side, or sorry, the vertical or for this side. And then just kind of left the space for other things. So I do sometimes have a little bit of a to-do list on Saturday, Sunday, so that kind of, I don't know, just changed the look of it a little bit. I have our outline checkbox strips, which is 5 checkboxes here, alternating those in yellow and orange for Monday through Thursday. As of right now, I can look at my monthly and I don't have anything time related, appointment related going on for that week. So I don't need to put anything in this section. So come next week, I will try to figure out, how I will end up using this section. If I flip back really quick to, what week was it? On the last week of May, I used this as just with these little hearts as like a highlight, or I was actually working on getting my podcast going. So I was like, this is the one thing you have to do every day to do that. So that is what I did with that. Okay. So the other few things I laid down here, I did use our Hobonichi weekly checklist here, and this is going to be my highlight section. If you've watched my videos before, I have used this sticker before. The one thing I don't like is it is pretty narrow to write down a highlight, so I'll only be able to write 1 or 2 words, but that's okay. I did use our weekend banner and kind of put it in between Friday and Saturday, and then I had been doing this a lot for a few weeks now, is where I take a big box, layer it with a flag, and this is usually kind of like our date night or what we did on the weekend, and I'll fill this in later. But since I don't use my planner a lot on the weekend, I kind of use bigger stickers to just, I don't know, in a sense like memory keep or just write down what we did. I have my plan, my unplug here, and then I did put our time to plan sticker down here, and I don't always plan on Fridays. Sometimes that happens earlier in the week or later in the week, so I may peel this up and remove it depending on how the week goes. And then I took our hexagon and layered it with the little alarm clock, and that's going to be, I'll most likely write in here new releases, 9 a.m. for when we have our new releases on Friday the 12th. So this is the basic framework. Obviously, since I have removable stickers, I can take anything up and move it around, but this is kind of where I'm at right now. So we'll see how this ends up once I'm into next week, and see how I actually end up using my planner and what's going on and what to-dos I put down and all of that. And then I do have my habits here, which are the same. I don't change these week over weeks too much. Looks like I changed the order of them. And I had actually written this down before I had decided to not do this breathing drill situation. So I'm going to mark that off again. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into prepping for the next week. So I just want to show you a little sneak peek. Again, this is going to go out before new releases, so if you watch it, we have goal category header flags for the weekly action pages. So a few of you asked about us creating something like this. And so what we did at first was we just had them like a basic flag, and then I laid it next to it. I'm like, I don't like how that looks. I feel like it needs to be cut around this actual scalloped kind of emblem thing here. So that's when Matt went ahead and made them to actually fit perfectly against that little shape. So this is what you will see in the new releases on Friday the 12th, will be these categories. I know some of you have asked about customization with these. That may be something we entertain in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, you can obviously reach out to us personally. But for right now, these are the categories based on the Makse Life system and the color code. So you're going to see each of the colors has the category pre-written on it. So that makes it easier. If you're someone that likes to make it quick, you don't want to write it down, you don't want to use mild liners, you can see that. These guys, again, are flags. These are not something we were going to release. These were the first version of this. But if you would like to see something like these where they don't have the cutout and you maybe want to use them at a different spot in your planner, let us know, because we can always add these to the shop. So let me know your thoughts on that. Okay, so for the week of the 15th, I have my weekly action steps page with my headers already. So there are a few things I know are going to happen, fingers crossed, on this week, which is our walkthrough is happening on Tuesday, and then our closing is happening on Friday. So let's see, that's going to be Friday the 19th. And this walkthrough is on the 16th. So I can put that there. Those are kind of the two main things. This is thinking pretty far ahead now. This is 2 weeks ahead, so I'm not gonna really go into on camera here trying to figure out what else needs to go in here. Most likely what you'll see is the same. Oh, I haven't even done it for the week before yet, so I'm definitely not gonna do that. But you'll see that I keep most of this stuff because these are habits that are happening throughout the month. So I will rewrite all of these, and some things will be redundant, but I'll probably go over that in another video. I just wanted to show you this. But again, I'm 2 weeks ahead, so I don't want to get too far with my pen to paper planning and have to change a bunch of things. Okay, so I've been using the full divider strips for a while now, and I'm thinking, I have my trusty Makse Life box here with all my stuff in it. So I was thinking I don't know, it's funny because I wanted Matt to make these stickers, the full length ones, for so long, and then I started using them and I'm like, oh, I kind of miss how this looks with the different colors. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'm gonna do the alternating colors with the individual days for this particular week. So I'm gonna take these guys, which are our individual little, these are the, what do you call it? Light mixed. You know what? Hold on. Before I do that, I better put a header down, because if I don't put a header down first, I'm not going to lay these in the right spot. And I actually don't even know if I have enough headers. So again, welcome to Plan With Me's, because I always, let's see. I think, oh, here I have, we might have to use brights, because I think all I have is brights left in that. I think I've used almost all of my, yeah, I only have 5 left, and they're red and blue, and I don't particularly want to do a red and blue color scheme. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to switch this out to the dark ones, I think, to the regular ones. Okay, so we'll just do a rainbow. We're going to start from the top. So I'm going to take these, and I don't know, I just kind of feel like I like having this middle section here be my to-do section. So I just take these in the color order that they are on this sheet, and I line up this right edge with the sticker and just put it down. I also am horrible at doing this very straight, so you may see that they aren't perfect, and I'm totally okay with that. I used to be like annoyed with it, and then I realized yeah, see, that one's all weird. Just embrace it, it's fine, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so let me get this one down. So basically I just put these down. I put these down on Monday through Friday, and then we got that. I think I'm gonna leave Saturday and Sunday blank for right now. I may go ahead and keep this color thing going and add those. Let's see, do I wanna do that? You know what, whatever. Let's just go for rainbows and go for it. So then we got this one and then the last one. So we got the 3rd week of June will be what? The beginning of summer as well as Father's Day. Okay, so we have all the headers down. So that is our highlight headers. I'm really liking these as a nice alternative to using the flag shape or just the classic headers. So I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna use those, and then instead of using the light, or should I alternate it? Let's try alternating it. So what we'll do, do I like how that looks? I don't know if I like that. I was gonna say use the light of, these are not gonna be, okay, we gotta use the ruler, people. This is not happening. Okay, so we'll take this guy off. He's probably gonna lose his sticky. The smaller the sticker is, when you try to reposition it a lot, unfortunately it loses its stickiness kind of quickly. Okay, so what I'm gonna use is this stencil guy, and just, cause I can't draw, I can't put a sticker on to save my life straight. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start by writing or drawing with the ruler my straight lines. That way I can just go on top. Is this even straight? Who the heck knows? With the sticker. And then the chances of it being straight are highly increased. So we'll do that on both sides here. And again, I don't try to make these things perfect. Even though I tend to have some perfectionistic tendencies with my planner, sometimes I'm like, I just need to get stuff on the page. Okay, so we got that. So we have all these, and honestly, if you don't like you don't want to use a lot of stickers, this is just make some lines on there and divide that into 2. So we're gonna try using the pastel or the light or the muted version of each of the headers. So we got blue, then we go to teal next. This may or may not end up looking how I want it to, but that's okay. That looks okay. For whatever reason, I feel like the light and the muted and the full color, the way they're laid out in the little icons on the actual planner, look so much better than when I put the 2 colors, the 2 shades of stickers together. I don't know, it's probably just me. All right, so I'm gonna go, we got 2 more, 3 more. So we got yellow. This won't look too bad. I used to really not like having like this rainbow color on my planner. I'm much more like a 2-color or a monochrome kind of aesthetic, but these colors are really nice, and I actually like how the rainbow of color looks with the Makse Life colors. Okay, so we have a full rainbow. So as you know, there's 8 categories, so there's 8 colors in the Makse Life planner. So we are, when you use all the days like this, you do miss out on one of the colors, which for us in this spread will be the purple. So we're not using purple. Okay. So we have that down, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. So see, this is the other problem with this thing is I always end up pulling stickers off, and I'm not very careful and I end up losing stickers and that don't become usable. So sometimes when I plan, I literally just like flip through my book here and go, what do I need to put down? Because I don't know. So we are gonna do my usual with the Unplugged. So I'm gonna use this guy, and then I like to do the arrow. And again, on Saturday and Sunday, oh, I don't have any red left. Boo, we might not be doing that. We might have to take a different approach. I like, the heck was I gonna say? That just distracted me. Okay, let's see if I can come up with another way to do this. I don't know what else I have in here. So I need something to, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I like having, taking up a little bit more space on my planner on the weekends because I don't use it a ton. So let's take up a lot of space here, and we're gonna use a big full box here. Should I go like this? We'll try it like that. And then we're just gonna take the Unplugged sticker off of this sheet here, if I can get it. And I'm just gonna go like, should I go like this or stagger it? We'll go Unplugged. And to me, I don't need to use this to write anything. This is almost like I'm just kind of like dedicating this day to being unplugged as far as social media goes. So that is, and that's the day I totally don't go on social at all. I've been doing that for a couple of months now. All right. Okay, so we have that. I use these full color ones. This is probably the only purpose I use them for, is to block out like entire days or something like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a long video. I thought it was gonna be short, and that was clearly not the case. Okay, so the 2 things I need to get down on here are just our walkthrough and our closing. So I need to figure out, let me not flip through this, let me flip through here and see. I think I'm gonna use some sort of appointment box situation, which I should have towards the back here. Okay, so I like to use like these guys. I haven't used a lot of the ones like this. Maybe I'll use these. Okay, so looks like we're going with the header being the darker color and then the other things being the lighter color. So on Tuesday is our walkthrough. So I'm just gonna put walkthrough on here. I'm not gonna put times down yet, just in case anything changes. And then Friday is our closing. So I'm just gonna put closing on here. And sometimes I like to write on the sticker sheet and then put it onto my planner versus trying to write and being on the edge of the page and all that. So I will add the dates, or not the dates, the times later, but that at least has the 2 time-based things down. Let's see, I know I wanted to check out and see if I had any of the little house icons, but I don't think, not in that color. I only have them in red right now on this particular sheet. Okay, so I think we're good there. There's really nothing else I need to pre-put down that I can think of that's related to this week. If I go into this week here, I can see that I have my walkthrough and again the closing, and that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else going on. We don't have new releases that week. I've already taken care of our taxes being done. And I think that is all. We will most likely, since we're closing this day, this will end up being moving day, and I probably will take another bigger box and do that. And I'm sure this will start to fill up with to-dos and all kinds of things as I get closer to this particular week. But again, when you're 2 weeks out, it's really hard to get too far ahead with your planning without having to undo half of it. Like obviously I had to put my habits and notes and all, or highlights and all that stuff. So I just wanted to kind of show you what I do when I like to get my planner spreads just prepped a couple weeks ahead of time, because then like when I'm planning the actual week, when it gets closer, I have all this framework down. So sometimes I like to do that. I may even later go back and do the next week, so we'll see. But I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you the previous week, so kind of like a pre-flip through. And then just remind you again, like if goals change, don't like just go with it. Sometimes you just have to shift and be willing to pivot and change things. So, okay, I'm not gonna make this video any longer. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to let me know below what kind of videos you want to see. Are you liking these more planning, plan with me type videos? Do you want to see some sort of how-to, how I do certain things? Do you like the goal videos? Those of you that watch a lot of the videos here on YouTube, let me know. If you don't like that format or if there's a different way I could do it that you feel like might be more informative, let me know that. Okay guys, I will see you in the next video and have a good one.